Alright, so today is May 1st, and I'm doing a little update on what I'm growing and what I've got growing on. So here I'm picturing some cuttings that I have, some Tithonia diversifolia. These are some tobacco seedlings that I've potted up. Some moringa in a 5-gallon bucket over there. I got some strawberries growing in this little planter. First time growing strawberries, but we've got 2 berries there. Pretty excited to see if they ripen. A little overview of what I've got going on. Everything's really weedy, and you know, the way I've been gardening as of the last year, I've just been putting seeds in the ground and seeing what will come up, and I am battling some Kogan grass infestation, and that stuff is really hard to get rid of, so I pick through it every day. But over here I've got a couple of curry squash growing. I've left some mustard greens growing just to help prevent some of the pests. Over here I've got 2 pigeon pea plants. First time growing these, but really excited to see how they do this year. Got some mint growing there. Let's see, got a vetiver plant growing here. That was a cutting, so we'll see how that does. A rooted cutting. Some red sunflowers, super pretty. Can't wait for them to bloom. A little stink bug. I have rogue sweet potato plants and tomato plants that have grown everywhere just from last year growing some. And right here is a special variety of sweet potato that I got. It's the Taiwan variety. I forget the exact name for that, but got some green onions, random bean plants that I just scatter. I broadcast bean seed all over my garden just to help put some nutrients in the soil, some nitrogen. This is the Hopi dye amaranth. It grew from last year's seed. Let's see, what else do I have? Got a moringa plant right here, moringa tree, growing back from last year's tree. Got a whole bunch of green onions growing, some random sunflowers, sweet potatoes, the Taiwan, I can't remember the name. It's a Taiwan variety of sweet potato that I got from Cody Grove, I think, Farms, or Cody Cove Farms, nursery. Back here in the back corner, I have Seminole pumpkin growing. It's really fleshed out, it's starting to run. I'm really hoping to get a lot of pumpkins this year. I only got one last year because I planted too late, but all of that you see growing there was from seed that I saved, and that one pumpkin. Let's see. Here's a whole bunch of papaya seedlings I have. Every time I eat a papaya, I just dig a hole and bury all the seeds, see what comes up. I'm really hoping to potentially get a papaya tree this year. Some onions that went to seed. Been planting these green onions in little patches, as you can tell. Another tomato plant. Cherry tomatoes. Planning on saving these seed from some of the green onions. Another bean patch. That's Mayaka beans or Mayakoba beans from the store, grocery store. More of the Taiwan variety of sweet potato. More papaya seedlings that's popped up. This is all in the backyard, and then I'm going to be going into my side yard. This area is really infested with some kogan grass, but I got a border of lemongrass growing along this little bamboo fence I made. More pigeon pea plants next to some lemongrass there. Trying my hand at some of this, I forget the name, a Rojo Amaranth, I think, or Roja Amaranth. It's really pretty. I don't know if it's going to actually produce seed, but we'll see. Some, I think it's the black violet king pansy. They're really pretty. Mullein growing all through there. On the other side, another bean patch. This is more of what I'm going to be growing into a food forest. I've got a lot of different things planted. Some moringa over there. This is a buttercup squash plant. Some more beans, tomatoes, sunflowers. Canna lilies. Now right here is a squash plant that came up by itself, or a zucchini or a cucumber. I'm still not sure. I think it's a squash, some variety of squash, but that came up on its own. See a little yellow squash. I've got lots of remnants of cardboard that I've used as mulch in the past, so it looks a little trashy, I'm aware, but I'm trying to get some mulch to come in so I can really cover up the soil. Canna lilies, there's got my loquat, some more squash. This loquat tree was planted by a crow, so I think it's pretty special. It's under a year-old loquat tree there, or pigeon pea. This is a Eureka lemon that I grew from seed. Pigeon pea, more green onions, moringa, coming back from last year. Cavendish bananas that I've been having a little trouble growing. I think it's just I needed some type of canopy layer. That's why I have the Tithonia diversifolia cuttings. I'm hoping those will provide a little bit of shade for all of these plants. A random elephant ear that popped up. More lemongrass, more dwarf Cavendish bananas. I'm looking to get a taller variety of banana, maybe a ice cream banana, or I just need something that will actually produce a little more biomass. Some more bananas, some canna lilies. Squash. I really love the look of these dwarf Cavendish. I don't even know if they'll ever produce fruit for me, but I like the way they look. I just think they'll do a lot better once I get some shade. Moringa, some cactus, and Pigeon Pea. Another little canna lily. So this is all definitely an ongoing work in progress, but I garden, and the way I grow is it's pretty much as cheap as it gets, so that's the way I like it. There's some bamboo there. Some more bamboo coming back. The cactus. These sunflowers really do produce, and it's all from actual bird seed, so black oil sunflower seed from store-bought bird seed in bulk. I just sprinkle that through the garden so it comes up. Now this the large majority of my backyard doesn't have too much growing in it. I plan on planting some fruit trees around the borders and edges. I got some more bamboo growing here. It's actually starting to send up shoots, so I know at least it's well established, which will be nice. Again, creating maybe a little bit of shade, since I don't really have any throughout my yard. Some Tithonia rotundifolia, the red Mexican sunflower, which has one bloom here. Really attracts the hummingbirds, and I really enjoy the flowers. They reseed themselves like crazy, as you can tell. There's some more Mexican sunflower and some foxglove, creeping foxglove, Chinese violet. Another moringa tree that is coming back from last year's growth, as you can see where I cut it. Healed up nicely. And I think that's it for today.